You! You!
Oh, he's all right.
I love you.
Archie, that is the biggest term of all terms.
Yes. What are you doing? You love your baby. Ooh. Oh my goodness.
Ven, toma, ven, ven, ya mi amor, me libre.
Ты видел себя? Если ты себя видишь, очень красивый, да? Угу.
Oh my gosh! No, I need to give you back!
Ra. Bê kia đi. Vâng.
Hard to believe, but this one's real. That's a giant stick insect, and it's not even the longest one out there.
trying to water the garden with a lab light.
These guys are always so decisive about eating because they don't tolerate.
Mom's the only one not enjoying this moment.
Yo's got the frisbee. Alright.
So here, you're going to learn the palms back and release. If you're in a chair, then I'll give you a variation. Woo! It's kind of a vibe.
It's really not that bad. Someone's just being dramatic.
Slow down, Liam. Mom told me to keep an eye on you.
Why are you shaking so hard? Destroyed it. I got this for. Hey! I got this for. This.
Hello everyone. Today I will tell you a story. The story is titled, A Day at Home When MIT Didn't Want to Go Anywhere. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you appreciate me. You can skip this if you don't and like this video. Thank you very much. The story begins as follows. The morning light crept gently through the curtains, painting soft lines across the living room floor. It was the kind of morning that didn't rush anyone. No alarms blared. No urgent footsteps echoed through the house. And on the small rug near the sofa, MIT lay curled into a warm, fluffy circle, breathing slowly, deeply, peacefully. Normally, MIT was the first to react when the day began. The sound of keys, the word walk, or even the rustle of a jacket would send him springing up, tail wagging like a tiny helicopter. But today was different. When I stretched and stood up, MIT only lifted one eye, blinked lazily, and let out a quiet sigh that sounded suspiciously like contentment. "Do you want to go out, MIT?" I asked softly, half expecting him to leap up. Instead, he rolled onto his back, paws in the air, exposing his belly in a gesture that clearly said, "Not today." I laughed. It wasn't that MIT was sick or sad. He simply seemed satisfied. The house felt safe and warm. The air smelled familiar, and there was no pressing need to go anywhere else. MIT had decided that today was a stay-at-home day. As I made breakfast, MIT followed me at a respectful distance, not rushing, not begging, just quietly existing beside me. When I sat at the table, he rested his chin on my foot, not asking for food, only connection. His eyes were soft, trusting, and full of calm. Outside, the world moved quickly. Cars passed, people hurried along the street, lives rushing forward. Inside, MIT stretched, yawned, and chose stillness. That morning, I realized something subtle but important. MIT wasn't being lazy. He was listening to his body, his mood, and the quiet rhythm of the day. And in doing so, he was unknowingly inviting me to slow down too. By late morning, the house had settled into a gentle routine. I opened a window to let fresh air in, and MIT claimed his favorite spot where sunlight spilled onto the floor. He carefully adjusted his position, turning in small circles until the warmth hit just right. Then he sighed again, deeply satisfied, as if the sun itself had been placed there just for him. I sat nearby with a book, but found myself watching him more than reading. MIT's ears twitched at distant sounds, but he didn't feel the need to investigate. He trusted that everything was okay. Every now and then, he glanced at me, checking in, making sure we were still sharing the moment. At noon, I instinctively reached for his leash. Old habits die hard. The soft jingle of the metal clip caught MIT's attention. He looked at it, then at me, then slowly stood up, only to walk over and lie down again, gently placing his paw on my foot. It was his polite way of saying, "I'd rather stay." So we did. We played a small game indoors instead, rolling a softball across the floor, not for exercise, but for fun. MIT didn't chase it wildly. He trotted after it, brought it back, and sometimes stopped halfway just to chew on it thoughtfully, as if considering the meaning of the game itself. In the afternoon, rain began tapping lightly against the window. The sound was steady, comforting. MIT moved closer to me on the couch, pressing his warm side against my leg. His breathing synced with mine, slow and even. In that moment, there was no urgency, no expectation, no checklist of things to do. Just companionship. MIT taught me that staying home didn't mean doing nothing. It meant doing enough. Enough rest. Enough play. Enough presence. Animals don't measure days by productivity or distance traveled. They measure them by safety, comfort, and connection. As the rain continued, I realized how rare and valuable these quiet days were. Not every day needs to be an adventure outside. Sometimes, the most meaningful journeys happen right where you are. As evening approached, the sky softened into shades of orange and pink. The rain stopped, leaving the world outside clean and fresh. I stood by the door again, leash in hand, giving MIT one last chance. He walked over, sniffed the air coming in from outside, and wagged his tail gently. For a moment, I thought he might change his mind. But then he turned around, walked back to his bed, circled twice, and lay down with a small huff of happiness. Decision made. Dinner was simple. MIT sat nearby, not begging, just watching with polite interest. Afterward, he waited patiently for his own meal, tail wagging softly as I placed the bowl down. He ate slowly, savoring each bite, then came over for a drink of water and a long stretch. The night grew quiet. I turned on a soft lamp, and MIT climbed onto the couch beside me, resting his head on my lap. I stroked his fur, feeling the steady rise and fall of his chest. His eyes slowly closed, but his tail thumped gently whenever I spoke his name. In that peaceful evening, I felt a deep sense of gratitude. MIT didn't need big walks, fancy toys, or constant stimulation to be happy. He needed understanding. He needed to be listened to. And most of all, he needed to be loved without conditions. That day, MIT stayed home. But in doing so, he took me somewhere important, a place of calm, awareness, and quiet appreciation for life as it is. MIT's choice to stay home that day reflects a lesson many of us forget in modern life. We are often taught to keep moving, keep achieving, and keep chasing the next goal. But animals like MIT remind us that rest is not weakness, and stillness is not wasted time. Sometimes, listening to your own needs is the healthiest decision you can make. From MIT, we learn the value of presence. He didn't need to go anywhere to feel fulfilled. He found joy in warmth, safety, and companionship in our own lives. This can translate into appreciating simple moments, sharing a quiet meal, enjoying a rainy afternoon, or simply sitting with someone we love without distractions. This story also highlights the importance of respecting animals as emotional beings. When we observe their behavior carefully and respond with empathy rather than control, we build a deeper, more meaningful bond. Animals teach us patience, kindness, and unconditional love, not through words, but through actions. By slowing down like MIT, we can reconnect with ourselves, strengthen our relationships with animals and people, and create a life that values balance, compassion, and mutual understanding. Sometimes, staying in is exactly what the heart needs.